USA breaking news. Trump says Iran deal may be possible, but war could return. Hello everyone. Welcome back to NeuralWire News. Today, we're covering a major new development involving the United States and Iran. After days of intense military escalation, the situation appears to be entering a temporary pause. The United States has not carried out new attacks for several days, and Iran has also indicated that it has paused its retaliatory operations. But does this mean the conflict is finally coming to an end? Or is this only a short break before another major escalation? Here's what we know. The recent fighting raised serious concerns across the Middle East and around the world. U.S. military operations targeted Iranian forces and infrastructure, while Iran responded with attacks and threats against American interests in the region. The conflict also created new concerns about the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow waterway is one of the most important shipping routes in the world. A large amount of global oil and energy supplies passes through the region. If shipping is disrupted, oil prices could rise quickly. That could eventually affect fuel prices, transportation costs, airline tickets, and the price of everyday products. For American families, the biggest question is simple. Could this conflict make life more expensive? During the latest escalation, global markets closely watched every military development. Investors were concerned that a wider conflict could damage energy supplies and create uncertainty for the U.S. economy. However, the recent pause has brought some relief. Oil prices moved lower after signs that the fighting had slowed, and financial markets reacted more calmly. But the situation remains unpredictable. President Donald Trump has said there may be a good chance of reaching an agreement with Iran. At the same time, he warned that military action could return if negotiations fail or if Iran takes steps that Washington considers unacceptable. That means diplomacy is now under intense pressure. Officials may try to use this pause to discuss a possible agreement and prevent another round of attacks. But reaching a deal will not be easy. The United States and Iran have major disagreements over security, military activity, regional influence, and the future of Iran's nuclear program. Both sides may also face pressure to avoid appearing weak. That could make negotiations difficult, even if both governments want to prevent a larger war. Meanwhile, U.S. military forces remain active across the region. American officials are continuing to monitor possible threats, protect military bases, and support U.S. allies. The Pentagon has also faced questions about the human and military cost of the conflict. Recent reports have highlighted American casualties and injuries connected to the fighting, increasing pressure on the administration to explain its long-term strategy. Many Americans are now asking, what is the final goal? Is the United States trying to reach a new agreement? Is Washington attempting to reduce Iran's military power? Or could the conflict continue for a much longer period? These questions are becoming more important as the political debate grows inside the United States. Some leaders support strong military action and argue that the U.S. must respond to attacks against American forces. Others believe that continued fighting could create a wider regional war and increase risks for U.S. troops. There are also concerns about the economic impact. A longer conflict could increase energy prices and create new uncertainty for businesses and consumers. For now, the temporary pause is giving diplomats an opportunity. But the situation could change quickly. If negotiations make progress, the United States and Iran may move toward a broader agreement. If talks fail, new military action could begin again. The next few days may be critical. The world is now watching for signs of direct negotiations, new diplomatic announcements, or another major military development. For the United States, the challenge is clear. How can Washington protect American interests while avoiding a larger and more expensive conflict? And for millions of people around the world, the biggest hope is that this pause becomes a lasting peace deal, not just a short break before another crisis. We'll continue following every major update. What do you think? Will the United States and Iran reach a deal, or could the conflict return? Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to NeuralWire News for the latest USA breaking news, major political updates, and important stories from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next update.